How we're doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Arsenal against Crystal Palace this weekend. And I'll tell you something, this is a game where it has the hearts racing. This weekend we go up against Crystal Palace and don't think it's an easy game. In the slightest. Don't you dare sit there and tell me we're going to walk in the park over them. You know, this is a game I'm looking at now and thinking, this is one of the games last season where that made us fall short. You know, these are one of the games last season where we faltered and we did things wrong. Let's just say it like that. And obviously, I was at that game last season when we drew 2-2, and from the stands, I got a good view of the Mateta goal and the way he just chipped David Raya. It was just he made it look so easy. We didn't have anyone really fit at the time. You know, we had injuries within and about the squad. Eberechi Eze actually scored against us last season, and now he's an Arsenal player. So a lot has changed since the last time we played against Crystal Palace, and they've won 2 trophies since we played them, being the Emirates FA Cup and the Community Shield, which, to be fair to them, are 2 quality trophies for a team like Crystal Palace. And that's no offence to a team like Palace, because I think they're a quality side, and they can cause you some really serious problems. And one thing I want to sit there and I want to say about it is, we have to be on it. We have to be on our game. Obviously, we heard the news yesterday afternoon about Gabriel missing. You know, Gabriel's not going to be being able to participate in the side. Does that mean a few tweaks in the team? You go. I'm hearing a lot of people saying they want different kind of team selection going into the game, and I'm thinking, oh, fuck off, shut up. No, not happening. Not happening. When I get into my lineup, I'll explain the reasons why I'm picking that lineup, and I'm not picking the obvious. But I do feel that obviously we are more than capable of beating Palace, and I do feel we are more than capable of getting the better of them. I'll just say it like that, and giving them a good run for their money. I'll just say it like that, because we're good enough now, you know, and there's no excuses with injuries. You know, we've still got the likes of Madueke out injured, you know, Kai Havertz as well, still to come back from an injury. So early days yet, you know, and when we have everyone fit and available, and Arteta has the selection headache again going into games, it's going to be a good thing. And giving Arteta something to, you know, think about, giving him a lineup to think about, could be the best possible thing to happen. You know, I look at it now and I'm thinking to myself, right, you've got him, you play him there, you play him in the midfield, you play him as the fullbacks, whatever, right? I look at that Atletico Madrid game at the weekend, on Tuesday night, and I'm taking a lot from that into this game. And I'm just speaking off of the fact how the lineup is based on what Arteta's going to go with. Not what I want to see, because what I want to see is a completely different setup, a completely different team. But what I feel Arteta's going to do depends on how, you know, this team goes, about how the flow goes, and this and that. Because Palace are a team we need to break down. They have some quality players in there. They have some quality in there. The main one being Jean-Philippe Mateta. Ismail Assar, he's also a quality player. Whoever's down that side has to lock in and really be full force against him. They've also got players in the midfield like Adam Wharton, can cause you some problems. You know, Jefferson Lerma, he's on form this season. Daniel Munoz, in my opinion, the second best right back in the league after Jurriën Timber. But a lot to say about it, a lot to say and a lot to dive into. And I don't want to be sitting here at full time saying we've thrown more points away, points away again. Liverpool play tonight. City play tomorrow against Aston Villa. They're on at the same time as us. So we need to capitalise, and we need to, you know, we need to show what we can really do, and we need to show what we're capable of doing. So listen, with that said, let's go and get into the predicted lineup. Starting off in goal, David Raya. Very straightforward. I thought was immense against Atletico Madrid. He was immense. Quality goalkeeper. Simple. Into the back four, left back will be Ricardo Calafiori. I think he'll come back into into the side. As good as Lewis Skelly was, I feel Calafiori is the number one, and he got the rest on Tuesday night for a reason, because he's going to be used in this game. And Arteta, I think, was the right to give him the rest on Tuesday night, and vice versa, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, he comes back into the side for me. Into the centre back partnership, first of all, left side, I'm actually really going to bring in Hincapié for this game. I feel Piero Hincapié will get his first Arsenal start, and you might be sitting there thinking, why not Mosquera? Why don't you move Calafiori and put Lewis Skelly at left back and move Calafiori into left centre back? Nah. We signed Hincapié for these reasons. We signed him for these kind of reasons. Yes, he's come back from an injury. Yes, he's whatever. But he's Gabriel's backup. And when you're someone's backup, that's your opportunity. Mosquera is Saliba's backup. So if Saliba gets fucked, Mosquera comes in. You get what I'm saying, you know? This is a perfect chance for Hincapié to show his name and really show who he is, you know? He's on loan till the end of the season. If we want to buy him and he wants to stay at Arsenal, he's got to prove to us what he can do and what he's capable of doing. And I'm excited, you know? I know, obviously, he's not Gabriel and he's nowhere near Gabriel. But if he can get on the end of a few crosses from set pieces and maybe get a few chances of scoring headers. Oh, remember, he's an invincible as well with Bayer Leverkusen. I'm just saying. Anyway, next to him, William Saliba. Again, a very, very straightforward choice. No ifs and buts and maybes about that. He starts. Right back, Julian Timber. Again, no ifs, buts and maybes about it. He starts. I thought was absolutely immense against Atletico Madrid again. This guy's just getting better and better as the weeks go by. You know, quality fullback. Quality fullback. Into the midfield, in the six, Martin Zubimendi. I feel times against Madrid could have done better, but got booking, so obviously he's suspended for the game against Slavia Prague in 2 weeks' time. But he's available for this game, so you play him. Simple as that. Just in front of him, Declan Rice, immense footballer, and now you're starting to really see him crack, and you're starting to really see the best of him. You're really starting to see the best of Declan Rice, and when that man is at his best, fuck me. Jesus, fuck me, he's quality. Straightforward. Into the attacking three on the left hand side. I think it will be Trossard. I think Arteta will bring back in Trossard for this game. I know how good Martinelli was in a week, and I know he deserves to start this and that. But like I said, I'm basing it on what I think Mikel Arteta is going to go with, and I do think he will go with Leandro Trossard. You know. Munoz, our right back, has a bit of space in there, so Trossard can kind of get in behind, you know, get a few crosses into the box, try and get a goal, do something with that versa. So I've got no issues with that one. In the middle, Eberechi Eze, of course, he's playing against his former club. Gonna need to be on it, you know. Hasn't been the greatest since we signed him. 1 goal against Port Vale, and that's about it. Hasn't done really anything, and he's got to make a name for himself. You know, he's coming up against his old club, his old friends, his old teammates. But they're old. It's in the past. You put the past behind you and you focus on your new team. Arsenal's your boyhood club. You support them as a club. So don't do what Declan Rice did against West Ham 2 years ago and put in an absolute stinker. Put in a quality performance, and I'd love to see him get a goal. Simple, but he starts for me. On the right hand side, the captain, Bukayo Saka. Again, immense footballer. Absolutely immense footballer. There was no ifs, buts, or maybes about it. Even if you had 4 wingers on the bench, they still don't get it over Bukayo Saka. It's as simple as that. And up front, as the main striker, Victor Gyökeres. I hope those 2 goals against Atletico Madrid made him crack. I hope they cracked him, and I hope he's able to show what he can do. I'm hoping. Because doing this again in front of the Palace fans, means business. But yeah, listen, again, it's another game. It's another one of those where I'm looking at it and thinking, big game, you must win, you know. To catch up with to keep your reign at the top of the league, and I think we will win it. I think we will win 2-1, honestly. Mateta put Palace ahead half an hour in. We get 2 goals in the second half and win it. So yeah, there we go. That is it for the preview and the predicted lineup. Obviously, it's a difficult one, this and that, to predict because it's Crystal Palace at home, this and that. But if you're new around here, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you lot soon. I'm out of here.